Ongoing eruption of metrovolcano in the province of Romans has intensified. The heat wave in the southern regions of Zackish Reich shows no signs of abating. Farmers in the province of Romans are struggling with the impact of volcanic ashfall on their crops. A serious car crash occurred earlier today in Jana T-City subdivisions, Zackish Reich. A new solar power plant has officially opened in the province of T Meadows. And K-pop sensation NewJeans has arrived in Zackish Reich to promote their upcoming reality show New Zips, set to premiere on Zack Television in 1 week left. More news later. Good evening, everyone. We are starting about a tragedy of metrovolcano. The ongoing eruption of metrovolcano in the province of Romans has intensified, with lava flows now threatening nearby towns. Evacuation orders remain in effect, and residents are advised to stay clear of the affected areas. Emergency services are working around the clock to ensure the safety of all citizens. The metrovolcano in the province of Romans continues its intense eruption, posing a significant threat to nearby communities. The volcano, which began erupting last week, has now intensified, with lava flows advancing towards several towns in the region. Local authorities have expanded evacuation orders, urging residents in the path of the lava to leave immediately. Thousands of people have already been relocated to temporary shelters set up by the government. Emergency services are working tirelessly to ensure the safe evacuation of all affected areas. The lava flows have caused significant damage to infrastructure, including roads, bridges, and power lines. Several highways leading into and out of the affected region have been closed, and power outages have been reported in multiple towns. The government is mobilizing additional resources to support recovery and relief efforts. In response to the escalating situation, the president of Zackish Reich has declared a state of emergency in the province of Romans. A relief fund has been established to provide financial assistance to those affected by the eruption. The government is also coordinating with international disaster response teams to provide further aid and expertise. The Ministry of Health has issued warnings about the potential health risks associated with volcanic ash. Residents in the surrounding areas are advised to wear masks and avoid prolonged exposure to ash particles. The ashfall has also affected agricultural lands, raising concerns about food security in the region. As the situation develops, authorities continue to monitor the volcano closely. Residents are urged to stay informed through official channels and follow all safety instructions. Report from Amanda Hale, Zackish News Roma. A serious car crash occurred earlier today in the Jana T-City subdivisions, Zackish Reich. The incident involved 2 vehicles and resulted in multiple injuries. Emergency services responded swiftly, and the injured were transported to the nearest hospital for treatment. Authorities are investigating the cause of the crash, and motorists are advised to avoid the area as traffic remains congested. Report from Charles Morris.
A serious car crash occurred this morning in the Jana T-City subdivisions, Zackish Reich, resulting in multiple injuries. The accident involved a head-on collision between 2 vehicles on a residential street, causing significant damage to both cars. Emergency services responded swiftly to the scene, with paramedics providing immediate medical assistance to the injured. Several individuals were transported to the nearby T-City General Hospital, where they are receiving treatment. Authorities have not yet released details on the severity of the injuries. The T-City Police Department has launched an investigation into the cause of the crash. Early reports suggest that speed may have been a factor, but investigators are still gathering evidence and interviewing witnesses to determine the exact circumstances leading to the collision. The crash site has caused significant traffic disruptions in the Jana area, with several roads temporarily closed to allow emergency crews to work. Motorists are advised to avoid the area and seek alternative routes until the situation is resolved. Residents of Jana have expressed concern over the increasing number of traffic accidents in the area, calling for stricter enforcement of speed limits and additional safety measures to protect pedestrians and drivers alike. As the investigation continues, authorities are urging anyone with information about the incident to come forward. Report from Charles Morris, Zackish News, Roma.
A new solar panel has officially opened in the province of Tea Meadows. This plant is part of the government's ongoing initiative to increase renewable energy production and reduce the nation's reliance on fossil fuels. The plant is expected to provide electricity to thousands of homes. Report from Gian Ryle Jones.
A significant milestone in Zackish Reich's push for renewable energy was achieved today with the official opening of a new solar power plant in the province of Tea Meadows. The state-of-the-art facility is expected to significantly enhance the nation's energy infrastructure by providing clean, sustainable electricity to thousands of homes and businesses. The inauguration ceremony was attended by government officials, environmental advocates, and local residents. In his speech, the Minister of Energy emphasized the importance of this project in the country's ongoing efforts to reduce carbon emissions and transition to renewable energy sources. The solar plant, which spans several acres, is equipped with advanced photovoltaic panels designed to maximize energy efficiency. The new solar plant is projected to generate enough electricity to power approximately 50,000 homes, reducing the region's dependence on fossil fuels. This development is not only expected to lower energy costs for consumers, but also to contribute significantly to the reduction of the nation's carbon footprint. The plant's operation will create numerous jobs in the local community, both in the construction phase and ongoing maintenance, further boosting the region's economy. Environmentalists have praised the project as a vital step toward a greener and more sustainable future for Zackish Reich. The government has announced plans to expand renewable energy projects across the nation, with additional solar, wind, and hydroelectric facilities in the pipeline. These initiatives align with Zackish Reich's commitment to meeting international climate goals and ensuring energy security for its citizens. Local residents have expressed support for the new solar plant, citing the long-term benefits of cleaner air, reduced energy bills, and job creation. Many see this project as a positive move towards a more sustainable and prosperous future. Report from Gian Ryle Jones, Zackish News. Roma.
Up next, farmers in the province of Romans are struggling with the impact of volcanic ashfall on their crops. The heat wave in the southern regions of Zackish Reich shows no signs of abating, with temperatures reaching record highs. And soon on public service, in response to the ongoing disaster, the government has announced a relief fund to assist those affected by the Metra volcano eruption. We will be right back. Welcome back. The ongoing eruption of Metra volcano in the province of Romans is having a devastating impact on the region's agricultural sector. Volcanic ashfall has blanketed farmlands, causing widespread damage to crops and threatening the livelihoods of countless farmers. Report from Bella Harris.
The thick layer of ash that has settled over fields and orchards is proving to be highly destructive. Farmers report that the ash has smothered crops, rendering them unusable, and the acidic content of the ash is likely to cause long-term soil degradation. Key agricultural products, including grains, vegetables, and fruit, have been particularly hard hit, raising concerns about potential food shortages and economic losses. In response to the crisis, the Ministry of Agriculture has dispatched teams to assess the damage and provide immediate assistance to affected farmers. Emergency relief packages, including financial aid and supplies, are being distributed to help mitigate the losses. The government is also exploring long-term recovery strategies, such as soil rehabilitation programs and crop insurance schemes, to support the agricultural sector. The damage to crops is expected to have a significant impact on the local and national food supply. Prices for certain agricultural products have already begun to rise, and the government is taking steps to import food to meet the shortfall. Authorities are urging consumers to be mindful of potential price increases and food availability in the coming weeks. Farmers in the province of Romans have expressed deep concern over their future. Many are worried that their livelihoods may not recover from this disaster, especially if the eruption continues. There are calls for more robust support from the government and international aid to help them rebuild their farms and secure their income. The environmental damage caused by the ashfall extends beyond agriculture, affecting water sources, air quality, and local ecosystems. Economists warn that the full economic impact of the disaster could be severe, with the agricultural sector being one of the most heavily affected industries in the region. Report from Bella Harris, Zackish News.
According to the weather, the heat wave in the southern regions of Zackish Reich shows no signs of abating, with temperatures reaching record highs. The Ministry of Health has issued further warnings to stay indoors during peak heat hours and to keep hydrated. Another one is meteorologists are tracking a storm system expected to impact the northern regions of Zackish Reich later this week. While not classified as a typhoon, the storm could bring heavy rainfall and strong winds, prompting officials to prepare for possible flooding and other weather-related disruptions. Report from Carl Warner.
The heat wave affecting southern Zackish Reich shows no signs of letting up, with temperatures soaring to record highs. Many areas are experiencing daytime temperatures exceeding 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit, prompting health warnings from authorities. The Ministry of Health has advised residents to stay indoors during peak heat hours, stay hydrated, and avoid strenuous outdoor activities. Hospitals have reported an increase in cases of heat-related illnesses, including heat exhaustion and heat stroke. In contrast to the sweltering conditions in the south, the northern regions of Zackish Reich are bracing for a different kind of weather challenge. A storm system is moving in from the Arctic, expected to bring heavy rainfall, strong winds, and cooler temperatures. The mountainous areas are likely to experience temperatures dropping to as low as 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, a stark contrast to the heat in the south. Meteorologists predict that the heat wave in the south may persist for several more days, while the storm system in the north is expected to pass through the region by the end of the week. The contrasting weather patterns underscore the diverse and extreme conditions that can occur across Zackish Reich. Report from Carl Warner, Zackish News, Roma.
In response to the ongoing devastation caused by the Metra volcano eruption in the province of Romans, the government of Zackish Reich has announced the establishment of a substantial relief fund to support affected residents. The fund is designed to provide immediate assistance and long-term recovery aid to those impacted by the disaster. Report from Marcus Martin.
The relief fund, amounting to several billion Zackish marks, will be distributed to displaced families, farmers, and businesses that have suffered losses due to the volcanic activity. The funds will be used to cover emergency housing, medical expenses, and basic necessities for those who have been evacuated from their homes. Additionally, financial assistance will be provided to farmers who have lost crops and livestock, as well as to small businesses that have been forced to close due to the ashfall and lava flows. During a press conference, the president of Zackish Reich emphasized the government's commitment to supporting the victims of the disaster. "We stand with the people of the province of Romans during this difficult time," the president stated. "This relief fund is a crucial step in helping our citizens rebuild their lives and communities." The Ministry of Social Welfare will oversee the distribution of the relief funds, working closely with local authorities to ensure that aid reaches those most in need. A streamlined application process has been established to facilitate quick access to the funds, with priority given to the most vulnerable populations. The government has also set up a dedicated hotline and online portal where residents can apply for assistance and track the status of their claims. In addition to the National Relief Fund, international aid organizations have pledged support to Zackish Reich. Several countries and global charities have already sent aid shipments, including food, medical supplies, and emergency equipment. The government is coordinating with these organizations to maximize the impact of the relief efforts. The announcement of the relief fund has been met with gratitude from the affected communities, though challenges remain. Many residents are still facing uncertainty about the future, especially as the eruption continues with no clear end in sight. Local leaders have urged the government to ensure that the distribution of funds is efficient and transparent. Report from Marcus Martin, Zackish News, Roma.
Up next, traffic in Metro City, province of Romans, has reached a standstill as evacuation efforts continue for residents fleeing the Metro volcano eruption. Authorities are urging motorists to avoid major routes and consider alternative transportation methods. The premiere of the anime Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian is just 2 weeks away, set for September 7th, 2024 on Zack Television. K-pop sensation New Jeans has arrived in Zackish Reich to promote their upcoming reality show New Zips, set to premiere on Zack Television in 1 week left. We will be back. Metro City, located in the province of Romans, is experiencing severe traffic congestion as thousands of residents attempt to evacuate in the wake of the ongoing Metro volcano eruption. Report from William Marion.
Order, issued by local authorities as volcanic activity escalated, has led to an overwhelming number of vehicles on the road, creating a massive traffic jam throughout the city. The congestion has been exacerbated by the narrow, winding roads leading out of Metro City, which are ill-equipped to handle such a large volume of traffic. Emergency vehicles are struggling to navigate the gridlocked streets, complicating efforts to assist those in need. Authorities have expressed concern over the safety of residents who remain stuck in the traffic. With the volcano continuing to spew ash and toxic gases, prolonged exposure poses significant health risks. Local hospitals have reported an increase in cases of respiratory issues among evacuees. In response, emergency services are distributing masks and bottled water to those stranded in their vehicles. The government has deployed additional law enforcement personnel to manage the traffic and facilitate the evacuation. Roadblocks have been set up to prioritize the movement of emergency vehicles and to guide residents to alternative routes. Public transportation options, including buses and trains, have been made available to assist those without private vehicles. Officials are urging residents to remain calm and patient as they navigate the evacuation process. The Ministry of Transportation has advised drivers to stay informed about traffic conditions and to follow instructions from law enforcement to avoid further delays. The government is also encouraging citizens to assist one another, especially the elderly and those with limited mobility. As the volcanic activity shows no signs of abating, the situation in Metro City remains critical. Authorities are closely monitoring the eruption and are prepared to take additional measures to ensure the safety of all residents. The government is also working on long-term plans to support those displaced by the disaster. Report from William Marion, Zackish News, Roma.
Anime enthusiasts in Zackish Reich have something exciting to look forward to as the much-anticipated anime series, Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian, is set to premiere on Zack Television on September 7th, 2024. Report from Jesse Martinique.
Milashka. Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian is a romantic comedy that follows the story of a high school girl who frequently switches between speaking Russian and Japanese, especially when she wants to keep her true feelings a secret. The series has garnered significant attention for its unique plot and charming characters, making it a must-watch for fans of the genre. The series will air every weekends at 8 a.m., providing anime fans with a perfect way to unwind and enjoy a lighthearted story. Zack Television's decision to include this series in its lineup reflects the growing popularity of anime in Zackish Reich and the network's commitment to offering diverse and high-quality entertainment. Fans are eagerly awaiting the premiere, with many expressing their excitement on social media. The blend of cultural elements and the engaging storyline have already won the hearts of many viewers globally, and the Zackish audience is no exception. Report from Jesse Martinique, Zackish News. Roma.
In addition to anime, fans of Korean entertainment have something to be excited about with the upcoming release of New Zips, a reality web series by the popular K-pop group New Jeans, which will premiere on Zack Television on September 2nd, 2024. Report again from Jesse Martinique.
New Zips offers an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the daily lives of New Jeans members. The show combines elements of reality TV with personal vlogs, giving fans an intimate glimpse into the personalities and experiences of the group members. From preparing for performances to enjoying downtime, New Zips is expected to captivate both die-hard fans and new viewers alike. The show will air every weekdays at 3 p.m. on Zack Television, making it a perfect start to the week for K-pop fans. The series is expected to further solidify New Jeans' popularity in Zackish Reich, where the group already enjoys a substantial fan base. These upcoming premieres highlight Zack Television's dedication to providing a variety of global entertainment options to its viewers. By featuring both an anime series with a cultural twist and a reality show starring a K-pop sensation, the network continues to cater to the diverse tastes of its audience. Report from Jesse Martinique, Zackish News. Roma.
And that's it for our showbiz update for today's Sunday. I am Carl Gunner. Proceed, Amanda.
Thank you so much for our showbiz, Carl. And that's it also for our news update today. In replacement of John Ryle Jones, I am Amanda Hale. New generations, new updates on Zackish News. Roma, good evening and stay safe.